Hello and welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Bachelor of Vocation courses to start at the university. A profile of Bioresources Department. And some important notices from the university. Now the details with your host Benish Ali. The University Grants Commission has sanctioned 3-year Bachelor of Vocation courses for University of Kashmir under the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Kaushal Kendra. The courses will be offered through the Directorate of Lifelong Learning. The BVOC courses will have 4 specializations, that is, in automotive technology, electronic media, plumbing and furniture development. The courses that will begin from this year's academic session mark the beginning of a novel education pattern where the stress will be on vocational courses. In relation to the courses, the Quest team interviewed Director of DLL and the newly established Deen Dayal Upadhyay Kaushal Kendra, Dr. Ghulam Hassan Mir. Here are a few excerpts from the interview.
Sir, Bachelor of Vocation is new thing in the Valley. Where did this idea come from? And do you think University of Kashmir has proper setup for these courses?
This idea came to me because unemployment is at its peak. There are 50 lakh students who are who are coming out from the higher educational institutions. They are looking for the white collar job which the government cannot provide them and which is totally non-available in the government. And therefore, it is very imperative for us to see how we are in a position to facilitate and to create such opportunities for this huge lot to have employment for them, number one. Number second, so far as industries in India are concerned, they too are short of skilled manpower. They are short of skilled manpower, and on the one hand, there is dearth of skilled manpower in the industrial sector, in the market, in the workplace, and on the other hand, there is huge number of unemployed people. Therefore, we thought that in order to integrate and link this youth with the industry, the youth is talented, they are capable enough, but they have to be given appropriate skills so that they can be linked to the industry, so that they can be linked to the workplace, so that they can be linked to the market, and that will not provide employability to them, but that will promote the economy of the nation as well.
On the face of it, plumbing, furniture development, automotive technology don't seem to be worth 3 years course. Why is the duration of these courses so much?
You see, there is huge number of people, youths, working in the unorganized sector, and every year 12.8 million people are entering the unorganized sector. And on the other side, there is too much demand from the international global side to us that we have to provide 25% of the workforce to the other part of the world, to the advanced world, to the developed world, to the globe. But that is not possible only if we can go for a particular course for 1 year duration only, for 2 year duration only, for 3, and then it is taking into account all those aspects that the preparation of courses, preparation of curriculum has been prepared for complete 3 years, and it is taking into account the local, the national, the international needs.
Sir, the kind of vocational courses you have introduced, are they compatible with the market needs?
We have to prepare them for in such a way that they are in a position tomorrow either to set up their own enterprises or small units, or to integrate themselves with the concerned industry where they can earn their livelihood, where they can generate income, where they can become employable, and where they can enter entrepreneurship input and entrepreneurship trait. So far as entrepreneurship trait is concerned, that too has to be taught to them. That too they have to become entrepreneurs also, so that they can sell out what they have learned. so that they can become marketable, so that this market their products, so that they can become very viable, and they will not become the job seekers only, but they will become job providers in the market as well.
Sir, being a plumber is looked down in our society. Do you think introduction of these courses will change that perspective?
There is dire need of conducting of such courses. It is as per the survey and the research that the need has been felt like that there is dire need of such type of courses as well, where we can earn livelihood, where we can involve in huge numbers the youth, where they can create job for others, where they can become employable. And this sector is looked down upon over here, it is frowned upon over here, but that is not the case. We should try to become dexterous plumbers. We should try to obtain dexterity in furniture development as well. If you would prepare the things, you see Kashmir is a tourist resort. People from all across the country, so that furniture goods what we prepared, and they take them as gifts on huge costs. That develops the business chances among the people belonging to the concerned trade.
Sir, is your department going to expand such courses in future, or you'll be confined to only these 4 BVOC courses?
First of all, there is community college. It was started in 2012-2013. Then it was followed by BVOC degree courses. Then the last one was the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Kaushal Kendra. Under this department, we would conduct BVOC courses, followed by MVOC and the research, that is the PhD, that is the MPhil and PhD in the same streams. Out of 48 universities, our university is at serial number 2, and 643 institutions were rejected, turned down. And it was when I highlighted the need and importance of such type of courses, and they have sanctioned to us, they have recommended us, they have sanctioned BVOC in 4 courses, and they have sanctioned also MVOC in these courses, followed by PhD in these courses as well.
Sir, you already advertised the last date for submission of forms, that's 15th of Feb. But there is no mention of entrance examination, how and when it will be held.
We are getting a very good response. I think that this time will be having very huge rush and huge response of the people. And if so far as this entrance is concerned, in case the number exceeds the required number, then an entrance is a must. In case the number is below the required number, below the intake capacity, and then we will see to it whether we will conduct the test or not, but we will be preparing the test so far as the aptitude of the people towards different trades is concerned. If a man is inclined to do such and such thing, but he has filled up the form in a particular trade, but he is inclined towards some other thing, we will be accordingly making selection of these students so that their talent does not get waste, and they are, as per their aptitude, they are given the streams.
As the university entrance tests for various PG courses will commence from the month of March, we thought it an appropriate time to shed light on the Department of Bioresources so that the students preparing for the entrance test can expand their horizons. The demand for the field of bioresources is increasing around the world. The PG course in bioresources was introduced in 2007 in the University of Kashmir under the innovative program Teaching and Research in Interdisciplinary and Emerging Areas. Dr. Inayatullah Tahir is the coordinator of the department. The Quest team interacted with the faculty members to gain an insight into the various aspects of the course.
The Department of Bioresources was sanctioned by UGC under Innovative Teaching and Research Program for Interdisciplinary Areas in 2007. The project was sanctioned to the Department of Botany initially, and the department started to take the students from 2008 onwards. Until date, 7 batches have already passed out.
Aim of this was to start this in 2007 by Professor Munshi Saab, to write it to the UGC to start an innovative program which will have the merger of all these sections of the life sciences.
Department of Botany provided the whole infrastructure and classrooms and laboratory space to this course. And after the recruitment of the teachers in this department, it was felt that more space is needed, and in this regard, university was very helpful and very kind in providing us with this space.
The first batch was admitted in 2008 with an intake capacity of 20 students.
The program has an intake capacity of 21 students, and after the graduation level, many interdisciplinary courses, students from many interdisciplinary courses can opt for this course, such as the students coming from graduation of chemistry, biotechnology, botany, zoology, fisheries, seed technology, and many other allied courses. They can opt for the MSc in bioresources, which is being provided by the University of Kashmir. The program was initially run in the Department of Botany, where some space was given.
Bioresources is a growing field and has a good employability factor for the students.
This is having a huge scope provided that the university gives a special reference to this department.
Here you can have a vast amount of field, you can incorporate some new things in this course, and today's world is all about how you change the things, and it should have some market value. Actually this course is having that market value.
Any course doesn't have as such the employability factor, but it depends on the student itself, how he will develop his capacity, how he will develop his interest, how he will look towards his future, what does he want to do with his future. If you take, for example, the course in bioresource, because of its interdisciplinary nature, if the people want to do research, they can do research in varied fields, such as they can do research in bioenergy and biofuel sector, they can do research in bioresource management, they can do research in plant biotechnology, they can do research in finding novel compounds for human interest.
The department has been progressing since then. Presently, the department offers MSc in Bioresources and integrated PhD programs. Presently, the department has 8 research scholars enrolled, and the research focus is on plant physiology.
In terms of research, we have 8 research scholars registered with us, and 2 of our PhD students have submitted their thesis. And our main emphasis in the research is in the field of plant physiology, particularly in underutilized crops. And then our emphasis is also on microbiology.
The department has also been sanctioned a few research projects.
We had a project from the university. They provided us some money working with the stress in underutilized crops. And then we have one more project which has been recently sanctioned by the DBT for underutilized crops. And in microbiology, we have a project with Dr. Hasib. And we are trying our best to have as many projects as possible.
The faculty members expressed hope that the course will be introduced at the +2 and undergraduate levels soon.
Whenever there is launch of any innovative course, and it is first UGC provides this program for 5 years at the university level. After 5 years, they then introduce it at the college level because they think if it goes well at university level, then it has market at 10+2 at +3 level.
We have initiated, and in this regard, Dean Academic Affairs is pursuing this issue with the government to introduce this course at the undergraduate and postgraduate level.
Recently, we had got the communications from the State Higher Education Department and the School Education Department that this subject will be introduced soon, keeping its scope in mind. It will be introduced at the +2 level and at the +3 level in the college as well. So one perspective is that there can be an employment generation for the students. Second thing, that this is an integrated subject of all life sciences, where a student is having an exposure to all the 3 disciplines, especially the zoology, the botany, the biotechnology, and the microbial sciences, microbiology. So they can have better research opportunities in the future. They can join a diverse variety of research institutes who had excelled themselves in terms of microbiology, plant sciences, or animal sciences, or microbial sciences.
Now, some important notifications from the university. The UGC Human Resource Development Center is organizing 74th General Orientation Course 2017 from the 27th of February. Interested assistant professors, lecturers can submit their application forms by or before 15th Feb 2017. The admission forms for various PG and other diploma courses through the Directorate of Distance Education will be available on the university website from the February 13th. The last day for submission is 20th of February. The entrance test for the integrated MPhil and PhD programs in social science and physical and material sciences will commence from February 22. The candidates can download their admit cards from university website from February 10 onwards. For further information, log on to the university website kashmiruniversity.ac.in. With this, we come to the end of today's program. In case you have missed some part of the program, you can log on to emmrckashmir.com where you can watch the whole episode. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive.